over to my second JSE stock. Now, this is a bit unorthodox and I'm purely basing this stock pick on because this is what I'm studying at the moment and my master's thesis topic is in this area. So the company is Balwin Properties. Now there's a lot of great REITs out there, so you get Growthpoint. Now Growthpoint is a lot more diversified, but my big thing why I would choose Balwin over Growthpoint at the moment is with this pandemic, a lot of companies, a lot of people won't be heading back to offices. Retail shops will be closing down, will be standing empty. So those companies have a lot of those type of properties, and I'm just a bit worried about what that long-term effect is because no one really knows what post-pandemic really looks like with regards to work. But Balwin, on the other hand, focuses mainly on residential living and especially their estates. So now, guys, like I can't tell you, like living in an estate it's got so many benefits. It's got security, it's got less maintenance issues, it's got like shared living, and it's got this whole holistic approach, and where you just everything you need is should be in an estate. And Balwin's approach is really, they've got this green approach where they really try and make their estates as green as possible. That means energy, renewable, sustainable, like all those things encompass it. And the big thing also about Balwin is, if you just look at the type of properties they're developing. For instance, I'm going to be making a video soon about EasyEquities, but a lot of the properties that EasyEquities will be benefiting from is from Balwin. I mean, look at the Bly development that they're doing. That is amazing. I mean, it's literally like a resort at affordable costs, but in South Africa. And then the big thing why I really love Balwin is, at the moment they're going into that Mooikloof megacity approach. Mooikloof megacity approach has now recently been released, and it's praised by a lot of people, especially the president of South Africa, and he has said that this is the way, that this is the infrastructure that the country will be investing in and growing. And guys, like I wish I can tell you everything about my masters, but literally it's the whole approach we're moving to, especially now post-pandemic, is a lot of people won't be returning back to offices, so they'll be working from home. But then at home, you want everything in close proximity. You want a shop, you want safety, security, you want health, you want a school. And Balwin really is approaching that, and they're approaching it in a green, sustainable approach, and that's where we're moving to. That's why I really think their goal and what they've set out is really on point. With the reduced repo rates and everything, and the loan cost, a lot of people are buying properties up now, and I mean we'll always need. And the great thing about Balwin is they're not catering for just your high-end market. They've got 3 tiers. They've got your green, they've got your low income, and then they've got your elite groups. So they literally cater for everyone, and that's the great thing about it. So they definitely will have a demand, and we are moving into a seller's market with the property industry, I personally think. So that's why I just love this company. They've got around about 55,000 apartments that are being developed, and some of them have been developed from 2020 to 2030. So now, and of those, 8,600 have already been sold. Now remember, a lot of them are still being built, still being developed, and so, but they still definitely have a revenue coming in. They've got so many plans, and they've got so many projects that they are striving for, and I just think they are perfectly, they've got the right approach to all of this. They kind of have a clean slate to expand and grow as we see now post-pandemic, actually how the world is, how the property market is. So they can expand instead of a company that already has all of these properties, and they now have to sell these assets because they aren't functioning anymore. Another thing about Balwin is, just to show how they are integrating all the parts about estate living, is they have Balwin Fibre, which is their own fibre that they have available in all estates, and it's an open access fibre network. It shows that everything in the estate is integrated with the idea of everything just working together. That whole integrated approach, and it's almost, not completely, but it's striving towards that vertical integration that I so much love about Tesla. And this company is pretty much going that same approach, where they have their own fiber that they're installing in these estates that they are actually developing. So let's look at some of the financial stuff of Balwin. their recent results, their gross margin is at 25%. They've got an earnings per share of 17.33 cents per share. Now, that is very low, which is obviously due to the pandemic, and the civil industry was closed for long during the pandemic. So, and because they are developing, a lot of their a lot of their assets are still under construction, they definitely took a big knock over there. They've got their dividends are quite good. They've got a dividend yield of 6%, which is on that limit for me, which is great. It's a payout ratio of 30%, which is definitely sustainable for them. And their recent dividend that they declared is 19.6 cents. They've got a DE ratio of 0.6, which obviously is great in my eyes. Their cash and cash equivalents, they have 427 million rand. Their PE ratio is 4.77 versus the industry of 8.96. And their return on equity is 14.69% versus the industry, which has a 12.37%. Yeah guys, so those are my two JSE stock picks for this video. I'll definitely be doing more. If you guys want me to look at specific companies, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll go have a look at those companies. And now please guys, remember, I'm not telling you to go buy or sell these companies, whatnot. I'm just telling you to go look at them because these are two companies that I'm loving at the moment. And yeah, thank you again for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.